gets me excited about the future is that I'm personally taking action to build the solutions that we need, and that personally gives me a lot of agency.
It's a pretty exciting time for clean tech at the moment in New Zealand, because I think a lot of the data that we're using is becoming available. There's a lot of tools that we're now able to use to have some really good insights.
I feel really hopeful about the future of clean technology, not just because it's green and it's better for the environment, but there's so many other positives. It's better performance, it can be cheaper, it's more efficient, it just provides a better user experience, especially in our field, electric vehicle charging. So it's not just green, it's just better.
With all these bad news and all that stuff shown, it means there's a problem to be solved. Why waste energy worrying when we can put it into collaborating?
What makes me really optimistic about the future of the climate is the fact that we've got all of these great brains, young minds that have grown up seeing the trajectory looking a little challenging and wanting to take ownership of that future state.
As an engineer, I feel optimistic about making meaningful change to an existing process like the geothermal industry and bring an incredible performance uplift to that industry.
Being part of that cohort has been quite amazing from the point of view that we go to see other startups here in Auckland and Wellington, and it's really, really inspirational. I've completely changed my view of everything in clean tech.
We're working so hard on what we're doing that often it feels fairly isolating that you're working on a climate change solution. But when you come into a program like this, you're actually being exposed to a much wider solution base, and it gives you some inspiration that actually there's other people working in the same direction as you.
The change in the geopolitical landscape has led to some unexpected developments. The focus on economics first before carbon has meant that we have had to really closely examine our product and it will result in a better product where the economics do now make sense. And that's a pretty exciting development for us.
Yeah, and overall I think the number of options available are just growing by the days. There is a lot more options to develop exciting technology now than there was yesterday, so I'm really optimistic about that.
I feel very enthusiastic and optimistic about our transformative technology that can really make a major change to the geothermal resource industry worldwide, and we look forward to implementing it in New Zealand and on an international basis.
We're living in a world where it's kind of business as usual, and for real transformative change, I don't think we can rely on people making drastic behaviour changes in an instant. So it's going to be a hybrid approach, alright? And it's really encouraging to see process engineers, people working in technology, coming up with new ways of doing things that allow people to maintain their way of living that they're used to, but also do that in a way that's sustainable for the long-term health of our Earth.
I feel cautiously optimistic about the future in regard to the climate. When I look around at the evidence in terms of greenhouse gases increasing rapidly, and yet the IPCC is saying that for us to even keep it under 2 degrees, we should be dramatically reducing greenhouse gases, even faster than what is in COVID, and that's obviously not the case. But despite that, I've got children and I have to believe that we will do something. Obviously humanity will survive, whether civilization will is much less sort of certain, but you've got to believe that something positive is going to happen, and that's why I do this.
With all the chaos going around in the world at the moment, it's great that people are focused on this, and I think people are realising we have to do something now.